It was really a huge surprise at first, and then since then it's just been, it's felt a bit surreal, just like going through the process of kind of realizing what that means, and it's just been really exciting. So it's a huge honor. My wife woke me up and told me, and it was pretty. She wakes up early for work, so she woke me up, and it was pretty. It almost felt like a dream. Yeah. I think it's not so much what it means for me, but what it means for this kind of music. And I think that's why it was so cool for it to happen, because it's like it came out of the blue and I don't think anybody expected it. And for the type of music that I feel like we make, I think it's pretty rare that something like that is recognized by, on that level. So I think I'm just hoping it kind of shines a light on the type of music that we make and the other artists that we've been influenced by, and then artists we've influenced, whatever, just like this whole community of people making this kind of music. There wasn't all the overhead of worrying and wondering if something was going to work out. In the past, it was kind of just like, now you have the time to sit down and really spend the time to make the music and know that you have the tools to get the vision that you have inside out. Whereas before it was always like, I don't know if this is going to work out. And you always felt like you were really spending a lot of time kind of fighting these battles and losing here all over the place. And now it's just kind of like it's been a nice linear flow with the last album. It felt start to finish like this was the idea, and at the end it felt like that had been accomplished. I spent a lot of time on that element and thinking about how that's going to be integrated into the show. Like the core of the show is always that immersive kind of audio-visual experience. But I think with the new music, there's definitely a lot more of a visceral kind of element to some of it, and it's a little bit more raw in some respects. So I think the live performance has become more intimate, I guess I would say, is like it feels a little bit more connected, hopefully, to the experience. So that's at least been our goal with it. I mean, I think this whole project, if nothing else, it's an audio-visual project, and it's about there's a very strong core visual message, and I've always felt like I truly enjoy doing it, and I think it's an integral part. Ex Machina would be good. I really like the visuals and the message of that. Basically just like kind of darker theme stuff. I'd like to try my hand at that, because a lot of the music is so uplifting. It'd be interesting to try to like explore that kind of space.
Hello.
I think I would like to at some point play a role as just a musician, like as just a player, play an instrument and have somebody else interpret that, because there's so much interpretation that happens in the production process, and it's so protracted that at a certain point there's this dogma that ends up being kind of the overarching background noise of any production you make, and I think that can sometimes adulterate the playing or the core content. So I'd like to see what somebody else did with it, I guess. Is that would be an interesting process. Tame Impala Currents is definitely one of my recent most favorite. But Ulrich Schnauz's sound of faraway trains passing by is really good. Boards of Canada, Bach Maxima, and Music Has the Right to Children. I think Bach Maxima was the first one I heard, and then Introducing by DJ Shadow, and Logical Progression 1 by LTJ Buckham.